Hey there, friends! Today we're going to show you how to solder your own robot using your Little Robot Friends DIY kit. For those of you who are new to soldering, make sure to follow all the instructions closely. If you're running into trouble, feel free to stop and send us an email. If you're under 9 years old, we recommend doing this with an adult or someone who's done soldering before. Remember, soldering irons are hot, tools are sharp, so make sure to be safe. We recommend using a pair of goggles to protect your eyes and a fan to help with any fumes from the solder. Excited? Ready? Okay, let's begin! Let's first take a peek at what's inside our kit. One face circuit. This one's ghosty. There are two sides of the face circuit. The side with the logo is the back side. The blank side is the front side. Two RGB LEDs. One speaker. One photocell, also called a light sensor. One microphone, and one base circuit. There are also a few other tools you'll need. Solder. This one's lead-free. A soldering iron, but be very careful. It's hot when you turn it on. Cutters, a hot glue gun, and painter's tape. Here are a few optional tools that'll make it easier for you. Magnifying glass, helping hands, a solder sucker, and a multimeter. Step 1. Let's identify the pins. There are 4 legs: blue, green, ground, and red. The longest leg is ground. Step 2. Put the legs through the holes in the face circuit. Start by putting the LED legs through the pinholes. Remember what I told you about the longest leg being ground? Make sure the legs are going through the front face. Make sure the LED is flush to the face circuit. Now that you have your LED in place, it's time to solder. Step 3, solder time! Here's a handy tip. You can use your helping hands and magnifying glass to make it easier for you to solder. Let's begin by warming up the soldering iron. Add a little water to the sponge to clean the tip of the iron. Be careful, the iron's really hot. Don't touch it. You can also use a little bit of tape to hold down the face circuit when you're soldering. Warm up the metal pad with your soldering iron and slowly feed the solder onto the pads. We only need to solder one leg to start. Okay, now let's do this to the second LED. Cut the legs with your cutters. Don't throw them out just yet. Now we can solder the rest of the pin legs. Here's another tip. For good solder, don't use too much solder. If you do, then your solder points will touch and create short circuits. We don't want short circuits. Let's inspect the solder job to see if any of the soldering points are touching. You can test whether your circuits are correct using your multimeter. Turn to the connectivity mode, and if your soldering points are touching, it'll beep. Uh-oh, looks like there's too much solder. Let's use our solder sucker to clean this up. Warm and melt the extra solder with the soldering iron. Yay! Awesome job! Now our RGB LED eyes are done. Let's move on to the speakers. Remember those legs we kept? We'll need them now. These are the parts we'll solder. Okay, let's solder. First, we'll need to tin the metal pads. Here's the tip. Get your tape ready to hold your speaker down before soldering. This will prevent it from moving around. Warning alert! The speakers are heat sensitive, so don't leave the soldering iron in contact for more than 3 seconds. Using the extra legs from our LED eyes, we'll solder them onto the speaker. We recommend soldering the legs into an X. Gently tug on the legs to make sure they're secure. Looks good! Now let's attach the speaker to our phase circuit. You need to put the speakers through the holes marked S, P, K. Bend the legs apart so the speakers don't fall off the phase circuit. Now glue the speakers in place. Be careful when you warm up the glue gun, it's super hot. Push from the outer plastic rim of the speaker and not from the soft center. This will prevent the speaker from breaking. Now that the speaker is secure, we can solder it in place. Okay guys, we're almost there. Let's grab our photocell, also called a light sensor. We'll need to put the photocell through the holes marked L, I, G. These parts are really small, so let's use the tape to secure it in place before soldering. We'll use the same technique we used to solder the speakers. Yay! Now we're ready for our last soldering step. Here's an important fact to know before soldering on the microphone. The mic is polarized. That means we need to install it in the right direction, otherwise it won't work. The 2 pins should be at the bottom. Good job! Our little robot friend Ghosty is all soldered up. Now let's attach the base circuit and have some fun! Gently push the phase circuit down to the base circuit. A gentle wiggle should do. If you want, you can also scratch off the little black tape that covers the microphone. Hooray! We did it! For more tutorials on how to program and customize your Little Robot Friends personality, check out our website at littlerobotfriends.com. See you later!